Hello. Welcome to the Saturday Stitch-uation. What is today's date? It's the 6th, right? September 6th, 2025. There we go. All I know is it's Saturday. It's been a long week. This is a weekly video chat where we talk about all things quilting in my world, and you guys are in my world. So thank you for being here. All right. Thank you for joining and for being here. This is a weekly sale, happens every Tuesday. Sorry, where am I going? Oh my goodness. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. So we will be here. Oh, Leanna is in here. Awesome, Leanna. I've been meaning to call you. I see Rhonda, Annette, Lucy, Donna, Maggie, Starla, Krista, Norma, Tessa, Linda, Pat, Knit and Crochet. I don't know your first name, but hello, Tony. Anyone I missed, I apologize. Magda, I owe you an email. My email is not letting me send, but your stuff is going out in the mail today. I don't know. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I can receive email. I cannot send email. So, but I've been trying to get that out. But yeah. Anyway, it looks brighter in there. I have all the lights on, and we usually have all the lights on, but we do it later in the evening when we do our live sale. So you're seeing a combination of just brighter from outside and the lights are on. Usually when I'm in here on a Saturday, I don't even think to turn the lights on. So yeah, it's nice and bright. Magda, so what had happened is, as you know, Marlon's been in and out of rehab. We'll talk more about that, but I have not been 100% involved in everything going on. And I honestly do not know how that got missed, but I knew all about it and very aware of it. And it's going out in the mail today. I have a couple hours still to get it to the post office, so it's going out today. Sorry, Mr. Fix-It, you're blaming him. I know. Okay, so first of all, Mr. Fix-It's home, as I've alluded to. So he was gone for 21 days. He went to surgery, hospital, rehab, hospital, ER visit, and then back to rehab, and then went to the hospital and they checked him in and kept him for a couple more days, 4 days actually. Then back to rehab, and he was discharged on Wednesday. So he slept in his own bed for the last 3 nights, and it has been really nice that we're both sleeping. And he is home. And honestly, at this very moment, he's having a rough time. I have just helped him get back to bed, and he's trying to get some stuff on the computer. I don't know if you can see, but we've got some new stuff in here. The Confetti Cotton by Riley Blake, their thread has now come in. He's trying to get this listed, as well as this Metler thread, which is new. Hopefully he'll pop in here. If he doesn't, he'll know why. But he's lying down and doing his side typing, if you remember from one of our other videos. Leanna, what's September's challenge? Okay, well, let's talk about that. So Magda won the contest for Facebook challenge for the month of February, and that was the patchabilities. Just had to be any patchabilities. And she submitted a couple, and it's a random drawing, and she won some fall pre-cut fabric. So I'm going to send that out to her today. The September contest is autumn or fall, anything you want, any pattern, any fabric. Just has to be a quilt or quilting project. And if it's a quilt, it does not have to be quilted, just your top will be fine. Although, if you have full quilts, that's fine, but that's what we want you to do. Hold that thought, I have to check something. How about that? Sorry, my garage door wanted to close. I had to put something by the sensor. Anyway, wild storm coming through, so it's kicking up your arthritis. Oh no. Okay, anyway, back to the contest. So anything fall. And one of the things you can do is this quilt, which we just mentioned on Monday. This is pretty fall colors. It's actually called Red, the colorway, but it is very auburny. Here is the kit for it. And you can see there's a lot of orange and rust. It's very, very pretty. So this is the exact fabric that makes this, and we now have this available. And you can also get it in the purple colorway. And here it is just to show you what the colorways look like. If anyone's interested in the blue, green, we'll order that one, but this one's on order. This one I will do if someone else wants it. Honestly, I want it, but someone besides me has to want it. And we have this one in stock. So anyway, this colorway, this one will work as your autumn, fall. And then the winner of this month's contest will get something towards next month's contest, which is a quilt out of this book. So for October, heads up, anything out of this book. So it takes a panel. This is Fabric Cafe's latest released book called Panel Perfect. You have a lot of options. If you don't have this book, get it. And you have till the end of, today's September. October. Oh my gosh, end of October. That seems so far away, but it's not, because the end of October, I'm shipping your Advent boxes. So put that in perspective. Okay, so, but that's what's going on with the Facebook contest. If anyone's new, wants to know more about that, go to softsquares.com. You can click on links that take you directly to the Facebook groups. And there's another group that we do a swap. You have until the 10th of each month to sign up. So right now you can sign up. And the I see lots of comments from Leanne. I got to go back and read it. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, here, welcome everybody. I lost my mind. I wanted to talk about Mr. Fix-It side typing. Yeah, it's funny. That's how he is right now. He's side typing. Okay, so when I'm still creeping slowly towards my 8,000 mark of subscribers. This is free to the winner of the contest when we finally hit that. So it's a little teaser again. It is 20 pieces of fat quarters in batiks called Carnival Glass by Riley Blake. I am going to start carrying batiks. They will not come until October due to space restraints, but as you know, we are getting some solutions for that. But this right here is what I'm giving away when we hit 8,000. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Oh, the swap group. I think I was telling you about the swap group. So the swap group is also a separate group on Facebook, but you have to sign yourself up each month, and this month's color is purple. So if you want to do that, go to the swap group, and I believe at the top of each of my Facebook groups, there's like featured stuff, and I tried to pin the other groups in there so you can get to it from one to the other if you aren't a member yet. But you can also find them on softsquares.com. Near the bottom of the main page, it tells you how to get it. There's links that take you directly to those specific pages, which might be easier than searching for them. Speaking of the web page, we were having issues about almost 2 weeks now, a week and a half ago, getting our Live at 5 to work. And so we did some extra sales and we have extended it. So we're just going to leave that on for now. But if you go to the main page of softsquares.com and scroll to the bottom where it says this week's items, or you can click on shop and then there's a subcategory of this week's items. Either way, once you get in there, everything in there is at least 25% off. If it's listed at a regular price, then you need to use the word stash, STASH, all lower letters. I'm typing it in right now. That's the word that you need, and it will give it 25% off. If it's already on sale, it is at least 25% off. So take advantage of that. We're not sure how long we're going to let it run, but it's on there right now. And there's like over 1,100 items that are in that category, and the coupon only works on that category, on that section of the website. Hopefully that makes sense. By any chance, did the Martelli rotary cutters come in? No. I'm double checking. I don't see them. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen them, but I will follow up on that. We're looking at the right one, right? Oh, let's see. Martelli. There we go. Right. There's a lot of things showing up on my invoices as back ordered, and I'm a little stressed because there's things for the advents that still say back ordered. I hope we don't have that. But anyway, maybe I'll get it to you as soon as we can. But I do remember there were some. I'm staring at the left-handed ones. I'll follow up with that. I've been a little disconnected through all the time with Marlin. I've been kind of here, but not as much as I normally am, and I'm already a little scatterbrained as it is, thanks to life and hormones. So I apologize. We are trying to sort through. If you have any questions, something's just not right, please reach out to us. And honestly, my email, we do not know what's going on. I can receive email, I cannot reply to it, but everyone can get to my email. But Marlin is mrfixit@softsquares.com. And we've noticed a lot of you have been doing this lately, sending the email to both of us, which is actually not a bad idea. And then if there's something, we'll get my email sorted out. Sister Shannon has been doing a great job. Thanks, Rhonda. She's been holding down the fort. Thirsty. Okay, so this is the kit for this allure. Okay, this is just the double size. And I want to show you this kit again because double is huge. This is what the double looks like when it's done. But the size of the double is 82 by 82. That is a very big double. And the kits I'm making are the doubles. And the sew alongs I do, I'll be honest, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do right now because I'm thinking if it stays on my bed, I need a bigger one. But this is the queen size, and the size of the queen is 90 by 106. This would easily fit my California king bed. Easily. So I'm not quite sure why he's calling it a queen. And I think the other one would work on a queen. So the point is if you want the bigger kit, there is an expansion pack that you need to order online. So you're getting as a double, and then you get the extra fabric to make it this way, which includes the extra border, but the backing is still sold separately. So, but I will be starting this at some point. Might be more like November, honestly, because we're pretty deep in Advent assembly right now, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that. But we also have a couple more kits, just a few left of this one, the Happy Holidays kit. There's only a couple kits left. It came together really fast, really easy, and you can see my videos. And if you guys have not seen my final video of the assembly of this, even if you're not building it, you should go watch it, just simply because we filmed it while at the retreat. And there's a bunch of you guys that were at the retreat that were in there on the video, and I put kind of a blooper at the end because I was just slap happy, silly, giggly, and so was my sister Shannon, and we left that in there. So just for fun, to see how silly we get at retreat, you should go check that. Show us what you're working on for the Advent boxes. Okay. Do I have anything nearby? Don't have anything nearby. What am I going to do? The next retreat is coming up. It's posted online already. It's the same location. It's going to be April 7th through 11th. So you have about 7 months. And it's $150 deposit, but the final payment's not due until 60 days before the retreat. So you have until spring to pay the balance. So what we are doing is it is starting to fill up, even though it's a ways out. So if you are at all interested, at least grab your spot. And we are going to expand it to a second week. And as soon as this week fills up, we're going to give everyone that has signed up the opportunity to switch and pick which week they want to go to. Does that make sense? But we're not going to announce the week or go into that until we have this one full, because we might cancel that other one. Does that make sense? Just because the retreat center is very intimate. It's a lot of fun, but as we get bigger, we'll probably end up at a different location. But we have probably going to expand. So anyway, that's how that's going to work. So again, those who sign up now will get first dibs on choosing which of the 2 weeks they want if you do that. Rhonda says, very nice. It is. It was a really nice house, and that's why I wish it was bigger. So, Maggie, I know you had mentioned that maybe RV-ing. Come on out here, and we'll do something with you on the price on that with the RV if you stay outside. But the point is, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so there's that, and then I still have a couple kits left of the Make It Merry quilts. These are kits that I've kitted myself, which is why I'm showing them this way versus just a quilt kit that comes from the manufacturer. I've also done video series on these. So these are still available. And so those of you getting orders are getting flyers for that. They're so fun. I'm kind of surprised I still have some of them left, but I also probably made more than I needed to because they're so fun. All right. What else have I got going on here? Don't forget the Panel Perfect book is available right now. And you're going to need it for next month. 5 sewing machines for the retreat. Okay, so Joanne, there are 4 sewing machines available to rent. They're $35 a day. And there's actually a listing for it. So you do not have to travel with the sewing machine. And but you have to be one of the first to grab them because there's only 4. And again, if we spread it into 2 weeks, then we'll have more depending on where everybody goes, but we're working on the 1 week. So 7th through 11th, there is a deposit listing. There is a final payment, which you don't have to worry about unless you just want to get ahead of the game. And then there's the machine rental, and that's first come, first serve for all of those. Okay. Hi, Cynthia. Rhonda rented. She was very happy with hers. Okay. Tony's already signed up. All right, so what else am I missing? Okay, so again, 25% off with the word stash. Anything that is not already on sale, it's at softsquares.com under the weekly special. It says weekly, but we're letting it ride. So it's been there for a week, and we're going to leave it there until further notice. So, hi, Marlene. You did make it. Thank you for joining us. All right. Leanna sounds like she's driving. Any clearance flannel? I don't have any flannel. Oh, I take it back. I have 1 flannel, Leanna. It is a Fat 8 bundle by Corey Yoder. It's not on sale. It's actually a preview of fabric that maybe just barely got released. I didn't mean to pick it up. I did it at one of the many conventions I've been to where they do they call it a sample spree where I can get things ahead of time. And so I know I picked it up and then realized it was flannel, and it's super cute, but I didn't order the line because it is flannel. So I can't remember if it's out or not, but it is a brand new release if it is already out. But I have one of those that's not on sale. That would be perfect for that stuff. Yeah, but so Starla, let me tell you a little bit about flannel. So my experience growing up was going to Joann to buy fabric. Well, you want to pre-wash everything you get from there because it's not the highest quality, which is why they can price it the way they do. So anytime you get quilting fabric, or especially flannel, it's going to shrink. So pre-wash it. And that's what I grew up with. So getting the flannel from quilt shops, from the quilt that are quilt quality, they wash and wear just like the cottons. They do not shrink. Just ever so slightly, just like what you would expect, but they do not have a substantial size difference. And other than that, it's fine. You'll just so like what Hobby Lobby has flannel. Yep. I do sell some Hanover. I sell a little of everything. Kind of depends on what I can find and when and where. And I'm getting ready to go to market, which is in a month. So I will be in Houston seeing what's going on. and trying to plan for the next year's advents and things that we'll be getting in our shop. And since we are expanding our space, last week we announced that we're getting a large storage container that we can add to in addition to what we already have. And Marlon says it's going to double the size of our inventory or capacity. And we've already got boxes stacked up. It's ridiculous. Also, it's Advent stuff, so a lot of what's stacking up is stuff that's coming in for that. So it's kind of hard to think straight right now because there's just so much stuff and a lot of it's still in boxes. But we're going to be able to carry more. And so the boutiques are coming in, but we don't plan on bringing flannel, at least not yet. Taking some meds, heading for a nap. Bye, Leanna. Thank you for joining us. Hope you feel better. Here are my thoughts. Okay. What else have I got on here? Oh, Marlene McPhee and a bunch of other people, but specifically Marlene, who is Dixie Quilters. If you guys have not seen her YouTube channel, go check her out. And if you have a YouTube channel, let us know so we can tell everybody to go check you out. But she's so cute, and she's doing a lot of she's very down to earth and fun to watch. But she's going to be doing the Jane Austen 250 quilt, and which uses reproduction prints. It's a quilt along that she wants to start in January. There's a lot of other quilters starting it sooner, but instead of using the licensed fabrics that are really expensive, she's gathering different fabrics, and we have quite a few here that she's been able to get. We also carry a lot of fabric from Marcus Fabric that are Civil War and reproduction prints. So we're going to be showing some of those on Monday because there's several of you that are looking for the fabric that fits the bill but doesn't cost what the licensed prints are for that project. Also, if you're doing anything that's antique-y, you want to know about that anyway. Can you spell her first name, please? It's Marlene. I used to be able to say it. Now I can't remember because I bet it's Dixie Quilters is her YouTube channel. Dixie Quilters. And so yeah, you can follow along with her. And she's been doing some patchabilities. She's been doing a little quilt that I just started that I had to put aside. That's taken me for years to get to that point, and I just have to put it aside. So I'm very jealous that she's made it. It's called Francesca. It is by, I'm pretty sure it's Sandy Gervais. Oh my gosh, I've lost my brain. Either that or Fig Tree. Anyway, it's super cute, and they're little foxes. I started it at the retreat, and I have not touched it since then, but I've got a couple little blocks made. There's a whole bunch of little foxes. So she has finished that quilt, and it is so cute. Anyway, like I said, anyone has a channel, let us know so we can share. If you haven't already done so, please do a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because when we hit 8,000 subscribers, we're doing a drawing for this 20-piece fat quarter set from Righty Blake called Carnival Glass in the boutiques. So if you missed that at the beginning, there you go. Don't have anything super exciting going on that I haven't shared with you. This is exciting to me to get this. These are confetti cotton, which is Righty Blake's basic line. These are their top 60 colors. So this matches confetti cotton exactly. So I think I got that from here. Nope, I got it from here. So this is exact to the confetti cotton basics, which we carry a ton of, and we're still expanding on that. So speaking of, if you don't have your Righty Blake swatch panel, I turned mine into a quilt, which is easier. These are the Righty Blake colors, and these are their top color threads. But these are great for anything. They're super good for matching, and I would recommend getting one just to have so you can see what works with your projects and what you might need. A little easier than kind of guessing or even looking at the computer. It is cotton. So this is actually made by Wonder Fill. Wonder Fill also did this line right here, which is Deco Bob. Wonder Fill is a high quality cotton, and this is actually a 60 weight, but it's for quilting. It is really strong. It doesn't have lint. and it is really, really strong. It's a super, super nice. It's like the sweet spot. It's just the perfect weight for quilting of the Wonderfil line. Okay, so in that one, you do want to go 60 weight. 60 weight typically is a little smaller and not ideal for running through machine for heavy quilting. This with Wonderfil is. So give it a try. I love it. Mr. Fix-It's in the room. So is Andrea. Hello, guys. So like I said, this is the new stuff. Just came in this week. Really excited. It is high quality quilting cotton and very, very low lint. So, is there anything anybody needs from me right now? You want? Anything that you want to see? We're ordering in Harry Potter. Don't forget that's on pre-sale right now. It comes in October. The sunbonnet comes in later this month. We just got the Rainforest, which is the glow and dark frog fabric, which we will possibly show you some of that yardage on Monday. And there's a whole bunch of others that are in I'll be at the website in about 4 hours working on it later. Oh, the thread will be in the website. Yeah, give him a couple hours. He's also adding this. This right here is just a high quality silk finish cotton by Metler in the 2 sizes. I don't have I can make an autumn or fall quilt kit. This one qualifies for that, the Allure pattern. So here it is in the purple, which is a colorway you can choose. But in the red, it falls under autumn. But I don't remember if I have any actual quilt kits made already, because they're all in the shed, to be honest, that fall under autumn. But you can check. But you know what? That would be Halloween. It would be Thanksgiving, anything fall. There are several have the Halloween Girls Friend Night Out, which is more of the whimsical Halloween. Where did my quilts go? They were out there. They must be inside. Anyway, there's the boxed quilt set. I have like a whole bunch of those. I don't know why, but I have a whole bunch of those, and that does qualify. And it comes together real easy because the center of it is a panel. It is so cute. And then, of course, the Happy Hallows quilt kit is also a kit, and this would qualify. This one. So, and if you guys want some help with something, let me know. I'm going to combine 2 colors, so you order the pattern first so I can figure out how much of what to pre-order. Yeah. Sorry, Starla. Thanks, Pat. You like the peanut thread? Don't forget Quilts of Valor that Pat is over. Her little group can always use help from us. She can use blocks. She can use fabric. She can use thread and Notions. She can use 108. We do sell at a discount 2-yard cuts of 108. That is specifically for her, and you get a discount on that. And she sends you a charitable contribution letter with anything that you send her. You can also send her tops or finished quilts. They do not have any problem quilting them, so you could send just the tops. But don't forget to send that. And her address is in the description of my videos. You can also send it to me and I'll forward it to her, but she's in the chat right now. No, the closest to the fall one for a kit is the Happy Hallows. Maybe next year I'll get a fall one. But like the Allure, it's very autumny. It's very rusty and it's not bright red. I think it'd be gorgeous for fall. Hey, so every Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, we do our live at 5. And each week, the items that are we show, you can always watch the video and the replay. As long as the items are available, you can reach out to us and order them. I've covered up our logo and Mr. Fixit's email with that thread display that will be moving. But Mr. Fixit at softsquares.com is where you would send your order if you see anything on the video that you want, and you have until tonight. So each Saturday, each week, to take advantage of the sale, providing the items are available. So don't forget you have that. And then we have the extra 25% off the items that show up under this week's sale on the website. And they are the same things that were there last week. And so we're just going to let it ride for a little bit. But everything is already on sale for at least 25% off. And if it's not on sale, then the coupon code will work, and it is 25% off. And the word is stash, lowercase. So there's definitely a lot of bargains to be had in there. Cynthia, do what you can. And we're trying to give you more than a month to do your challenges, which is why I've given you guys a heads up. This is October. So sometimes it's time, sometimes it's just getting the resources and things together, but yeah, you can always do that. Jeannie is my, she oversees my Facebook contests, and so she's overseeing the swap as well as the Facebook contest that we're doing. If you have questions, she's really good and really fast to answer on that. Hey, is Mr. Fix is still in the room? Oh boy, we got someone to get rid of. Okay. Do the proper house. Oh, you're getting ready to move. You got a lot to do. I'm not getting a Dear Jane line. No, I'm not. I do not. I know that Fat Quarter Shop and Missouri Star have had it. I don't know if they've sold out. I know there's been some rumor that they may or may not be available. Hey. I did not tell them the story, Mr. Fix-It. Andover Bloom and Sew. Cynthia, no, I don't have that one. Is it a new release? I'm going to look into it and see what it is. Andover Blue and Sew. Now we see Quilted Forest. I appreciate that, Andrea. I really do. I do not plan on getting that Jane Austen fabric just because we seriously have no space right now, and we're trying to deal with what we have. And I will gladly order something specific for you, but I'm not going to get like a whole line of something that we haven't already got in the pipe. So let me tell you a little bit about Mr. Fix-It. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you guys asking me and coming to me, and even if you don't see it on our website, asking us anyway, because you know there's so many things times when we say we actually have it or can't get it. But let me tell you about Mr. Fix-It. So tonight is BYU game at BYU against Stanford, which is a huge deal, and he really wants to go to this, and so he just got out of rehab. And it's a single ticket that he has because he usually goes by himself. He knows all kinds of people there. But if it were like a pair of tickets where I would be like right there with them, it might be more probable. But he's very upset that he doesn't get to go. Good luck, Cougars. Yeah. So I guess Stanford's not very nice to BYU, and usually BYU goes there and plays, and it's their turn to come here. And so a little bit of a revenge game. That's what Marlon says. Do I agree with all the rational folks around here? Yeah. Pat, and any other nurse in here? Do you guys feel it? Mr. Fixin's getting a little excited to try to go to a football game today, tonight at 8:30, 8:15, in about 6 hours. Gislet, you are not welcome here. All right. Again, my email will not let me send emails. Don't know why. No way. We're trying to work on that. But Mr. Fix-It and my sister can definitely reply to stuff. We're getting things out. I don't know what else I've got on here. I think that's it. So we're going to call it a day before our buddy tries to pop in with a new name. But just remember, we're so close to 8,000 where we're going to do our drawing for this. Hopefully you guys will all be there for that. So watch for that, and then we'll see you again on Monday. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye.